Hello, I'm David Gerard and this is Pivot to AI. Today, the Manhattan and Apollo projects, but with chatbots. Today's hot story is the latest executive order from the Trump administration, launching the Genesis mission. The plan is, we're going to fabricate our science with chatbots. The order just says AI, but they're talking about generating new hypotheses with the AI. And apparently, AI will do the experimental testing too. Quote, "The Genesis mission will build an integrated AI platform to harness federal scientific data sets, to train scientific foundation models, and create AI agents to test new hypotheses, automate research workflows, and accelerate scientific breakthroughs." Unquote. By applying AI, the Genesis project will, quote, "dramatically accelerate scientific discovery, strengthen national security, secure energy dominance, enhance workforce productivity, and multiply the return on taxpayer investment into research and development, thereby furthering America's technological dominance and global strategic leadership." Unquote. Pretty good for a chatbot. The president compares this to the Manhattan Project to build the atom bomb in World War II. One of his guys compared it to the Apollo project to go to the moon in the 1960s. The Genesis project will be run through the Department for Energy and the national labs. These are the labs that started as the nuclear labs, but also they have the best supercomputers, which they use for important things like simulating atomic explosions and weather too, I guess. High-performance computing for physics simulations is not the same sort of computation as machine learning, but that's a very minor detail given how one White House official has said on the press conference call announcing the Genesis project, quote, "AI is expected to make cutting-edge simulations run 10,000 to 100,000 times faster." Unquote. That's a remarkable claim. I'd love to know where they got that from. Like, do you think your people at the national labs, who spend their lives writing the best simulation code they can, have just been slouching, and you're going to vibe code 100,000 times speed up? I look forward to your successful results. So where's the money coming from? Well, that's a very good question. The Manhattan Project cost $2 billion by 1945, which is about $36 billion in 2025 dollars. That's, of course, chump change on the AI scale, but NVIDIA certainly will not say no to get more cash from such a desirable customer. And to be clear, this is the Trump administration saying they'll do new science with AI after they've cut a ton of existing science funding. You can replace it with a chatbot. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Here is the timeline for the Genesis project. They've got the whole timeline is there in the executive order. By 60 days from now, they must produce a list, quote, "at least 20 science and technology challenges of national importance," unquote, in advanced manufacturing, biotechnology, critical materials, nuclear fission and fusion, yep, that's more vibe nuclear, quantum something, and semiconductors. By 90 days from now, they must put together a list of all the computing resources they have for the Genesis project. By 120 days, they need an actual plan to use some data sets and models on the compute resources to do something. By 240 days, we get a bit wild. In this part, we work out where AI-controlled robots can do science experiments for us. If you think I'm exaggerating, here's the actual text from the order. Quote, "The Secretary shall review capabilities across the DOE national laboratories and other participating federal research facilities for robotic laboratories and production facilities with the ability to engage in AI-directed experimentation and manufacturing, including automated and AI-augmented workflows and the related technical and operational standards needed." Unquote. You know how well AI agents don't work now. Just think how reliable agents will be for nuclear experiments in 6 months. They'll definitely have all the hallucinations and prompt injections fixed by then. Maybe. You betcha. By 270 days, a demo! Hopefully an impressive one. The Secretary for Energy, the sucker responsible for all of this, has 9 months from today to show some automated robot experiments with results, or at least the promise of results. Now, you know what's going to happen. They're going to fudge it. The project is not allowed to not show a result, so it's going to show a rigged demo that says it's a rigged demo, but it totally offers great promise for the future if you just give it even more funding. That's how AI funding has worked for the last 70 years. Who wrote this plan? Who came up with all of this robot magic? I expect it's the great big list of companies on the Department of Energy's Genesis page. It's a way to give them so much government money. The bubble must not pop. I also noticed the UK had a similar sort of announcement last week on their AI for Science strategy, and it makes some of the same wild claims for AI. Quote, "These systems can generate hypotheses, design experiments, and conduct analysis without direct human input." Unquote. Can they now? Actually now? You're saying this in the present tense? Huge if true. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. It's funding week again when Pivot to AI needs your support. We have the Patreon linked in the show notes below, eager for your $5. On YouTube, we have the join button under the video. Members get videos 10 minutes early. We have a coffee for one-off tips, and we have the merchandise store on Redbubble for all your paperclip side-eye needs. So get yourself a mug and a t-shirt. You will be delighted. Thank you all. I could not do this without you. I'll see you tomorrow, and bye for now.